everyone. Welcome to another episode of Fleet Action Report. Haha, I got it up first.
You did, in fact. Good job. This is episode 17. Today we are celebrating guest stars, part 1.
Yes, guest stars. We have guest stars on now. By that we mean like the voice actors, the people that are from the noted, variety of things, places, and people. We'll get into that.
Stuff and things.
So I guess this week in STO, we have going to Red Alert, which is starting on the 5th, and is going for a full week. Which it will be another one of the 1 week quick events. You will be able to pick a ultimate tech upgrade or a specialization point, depending upon which one you want, once you complete 5 times. So it's also a great way to get marks, as you can do all kinds of various, like blowing up Borg. Let's see. There's so many red alerts anymore.
There's a bunch of them. There's only one, which is the only one that you can fail. It does have a win-lose to it, so you can actually fail that one. If you fail it, you don't get credit, you don't get the marks, nothing. But that is the only one that has a fail possibility.
Okay.
So what about this Epic Store bundle there?
It's been something that we talked about in the past 2 episodes.
Was it past 2? I thought it was just 1.
It's at least 1.
So,
I mean,
STO is on the Epic Games Store. They have a starter bundle currently on sale. It comes with a Tier 6 ship coupon, an Epic Phoenix prize token, and a tardigrade combat pet. And then you get some other stuff mixed in there, uniforms and gear and whatnot. So a bunch of fun stuff worth checking out there. The Widening Gyre event is in its last week. This is the thing that can get you a 4-piece Mark 14 space set and let you summon a spatial rift and get Alachi allies. We're down to our, like I said, last, 6 days. So if you haven't gotten it yet, unfortunately, you're at the point where you're not going to earn it for free. You can, however, get it discounted and then pay the lithium for the end there.
I've heard some interesting uses with the 4-piece bonus. Some people are really liking it. So if you don't have time or you don't have the reputations ready, it's a great way to get a nice space set going on a ship. So that way, you actually have a decent space set. So
works really well for alts. At least that's what I've put it on.
Definitely also works well for alts. They still also, something to note is the Legendary Mirror Bundle. The sale is ended, but it should still be in the store for you to purchase. Though it is 6,000 Zen, or roughly $60. So I don't know that they're going to take it away. It probably is going to stick around like the Legendary Romulan Captain bundle they have in here. I could be wrong. I don't
know. They haven't said anything about it going away, but who really knows? We'll have to see how that goes. I did buy that. I like the ship. It's not bad as far as a big, slow-moving ship goes.
You do get more.
I like the traits.
Yeah. I was like, you do get more than just the ship. One special thing about the legendary ship is it has an account-wide starship trait that you can unlock. So it's not just something like you get a ship and that's it. You can unlock a trait that all your tunes then will have access to. And it does come with a duty officer, the non-combat pet and a bunch of outfits. If you like to play dress up, this will give you many things to play dress up with, for, and whatnot. And it also brings back a lot of the old Mirror Universe special event rewards, like the Agony Torpedo and the dual. Let's see here. I had the Agony Torpedo, and where is the dual pistols? I know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, those were fun.
The pistols aren't bad. The torpedo is one of the few energy type torpedoes for phaser damage. So if you want to go away from kinetic and get a phaser damage torpedo, definitely that's the only one in game I know of.
Yeah, it's the only phaser. There are other energy torpedoes, but that's the only phaser one.
Yes.
And the damage of it is increased by your consoles. So if you're running a phaser build, you're using a lot of those phaser damage consoles, then it'll affect the torpedo as well.
Something else to note is we have another event that is currently going on, and you have
Admiralty.
Yeah, 3 more days. It's the Admiralty bonus days. Essentially, you get more campaign experience for doing the Admiralty missions, and the Tour of Duty, which each set, there are 4 different types of the Admiralty, 4 factions that you are working with. Each one has their own Tour of Duty, 1 through 10, and the further you go, like, you get special rewards for those, but also you'll get, I think I was seeing 2,500 to 4,000 dilithium on top of the standard. So yeah, pretty healthy amount of dilithium while this is going on.
Well, you're gonna get a bunch of dilithium with the next event too. So,
and I skipped a section. I'm sorry, Nikodas, but how have you been, and what have you been up to for the past week?
I wasn't going to say anything. I was just kind of rolling with it.
Hey, I'm excited. I'm going.
It's all good. Usually I'm the one that takes off at the get-go, so it's all good. Thank you for asking. I'm doing very well. Work has been a challenge as always. The ongoing pandemic still has affected us in some ways, wearing masks and so on and so forth. There is talk about possibly doing another shutdown, which nobody is thrilled about, but unavoidable. So we'll play it by ear, see where it goes. How about you? How you been?
I've been good. Almost had in D&D, almost ate one of the characters with a monster. Actually, no, I technically he did get eaten. Though the monster then died and he was able to get out. So. But
very Drax of him.
Well, there's you missed by missing the game. You missed a whole thing. Then they got to talk to a man in white. I will just leave it as that. They have theories on who.
The white.
Well, I mean, they didn't come up with that theory, but they have theories on who the man in white is. So.
Gandalf the White. That's what I'm gonna call him from now on.
Well, his name was Bevan, but
Whatever, right?
So, let's see. What else have I been... as people watching the pre-stream stuff have noticed, I have done some changes again. I've modified more things. I've also even modified the stream ending screen, so... I've been tinkering here and there, yeah.
We're trying to look more professional, all right?
I'm making steps, one step at a time. Like I've been working on the web page. You can go to fleetactionreport.com. It's a real live working web page. Not a lot there. There's links to the YouTube. On the main page it'll pull up the first and most recent YouTube video that which will be whatever the last stream was. So after Thursday it will have this one, and then yeah, but it'll keep that up to date. It also has links to the Twitch and Twitter, or Do I have Twitter? I don't. I've got links to all the ways to contact us and how to find us in one glorious little location. And then I also went and changed some things on the Fleet Action Report Facebook page, so that way it's even easier to find it there. You can now just Didn't
you change the link to that too?
Yeah,
Isn't it facebook.com/Fleet Action Report now?
Yeah. Once we had enough information and time put into the Facebook system, we were allowed to change it to something human instead of something gibberish, which was what it was before. Unfortunately, YouTube requires us to have more followers to the YouTube channel before we can actually make that one more human.
So, if you're listening, go to our YouTube channel and follow us. It doesn't cost anything. Just go there, click the little button.
But yeah,
the more people we get, the more times we can take the domain and, just be Fleet Action Report everywhere, except Twitter. On Twitter, it's just @Fleet Action. Putting Fleet Action Report was too long, so it's just the @ Fleet Action.
Yeah, I kept airing out, and I'm like, what's wrong? Oh, wait, there's a max number of characters. And, yeah. Apparently, we're like 2 characters too long, or something like that with Fleet Action Report. But anyway, that's the thing.
Fleet Action Repo, but that sounds bad.
I thought Fleet Action was good enough.
It's fine.
I mean, I'll let you deal with it from there. So
fine, I will. All right, so let's jump into our primary target here. This show might run a little bit long, guys. We're doing some important things here. So from the very beginning of STO, all the way back in 2010, they had some voice actors in the game that reprised older characters, or in some cases, actually were playing new characters. So when you very first make a character on STO, you're going to hear a voiceover talking about the state of the galaxy, just right at the beginning of the game. That voice that you're hearing is actually none other than Spock, played by Leonard Nimoy, who played Spock in all of Spock's appearances, all the way up until 2016, when the new Star Trek universe was kind of spawned, what they're calling now the Kelvin universe, in which case Zachary Quinto played Spock.
The JJ verse.
Correct. But everything up until then was Leonard Nimoy, and they brought him back for STO. So when you very first start up the game, you make your character, you see that first startup sequence play, there's Leonard Nimoy. He also, as we'll show you here in a minute, he also has another appearance in game, kind of as you're touring the galaxy as a Federation character. You get to hear him give you a description of each sector that you move into. So we'll go over that here in just a minute. First and foremost, though, as some of you might have noticed as I've been playing the game here, I am in a new ship, new character. I did this because there is a voice actor that is hidden in this startup sequence, and I'm trying to get to him. He's on the Kittimer, which I just got to. So let me beam over here real quick. Well, I guess I'm not beaming over right now. We have to let it get disabled first. This mission has changed a bit too. They've updated the startup sequence for Federation characters a couple times. And they've changed some of the characters. I'm actually hoping... So Zachary Quinto, who played Spock in the 2016 JJ Verse movie, was invited into STO. He plays an emergency medical hologram on the Kittimer. Originally, the Kittimer was disabled, and your only contact was the EMH. I have not played this mission for a long time, so I'm trying to see if he's still in here. Hopefully, at some point in time, I can beam over, and then we'll go through the other characters we're going to celebrate.
You're way closer than I am to getting there.
Well, like I said, this has changed a lot, so it used to be a lot faster to get here, too.
It is a good tutorial. I guess this would be a good example of seeing some of the tutorial and intro. They walk you through a lot of the, this is how you shoot things. This is how you use abilities from your bridge officers. And this is how you, like, you can click here to balance your shields and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I rearrange everything anyway. Like we talked about in our other episode. Okay, the Kittimer has been disabled. So now I just have to run over here. That green thing you see coming off of my ship there for a moment was a plasma debuff, plasma damage over time effect. The Borg and Romulans like to use those plasma weapons.
Hey, is that an Atlas? Can I steal its console I need? So the reference.
Need a console?
Well, if I'm trying to do specific builds, yes. And for those that know a little bit about the Star Trek Online stuff, they typically give a special console for for new ships. So if you're trying to do specific builds, you unfortunately have to collect multiple ships to get some of that. Did you get there?
I got there. So this is him, the emergency medical hologram on my screen. They gave him pointed ears, even though most of the EMHs are human. They gave this one pointed ears. The current theory is they did so in celebration of the voice actor who played Spock on the new stuff. Again, that's Zachary Quinto. So if you...
Are you loud enough?
I don't know. Am I? There's another voice actor I didn't actually know was in this mission. This is Renee No, that's Nog. That's Odo. I didn't write this one down. This is Captain Nog, same voice actor from Deep Space Nine, reprised his role here. I didn't actually know he was in this mission, so I didn't write it down. So I apologize for that.
Well, that's also one of the awesome things about this game. They love to get the actors or actresses that played a role in Star Trek or one of the various shows or movies to come back and actually reprise their roles in the game. So that's always been something I have loved about the game, that they care enough to try that hard.
There we go. All right, so at this point, I've gotten to the point I wanted to get to where you guys can see Zachary Quinto's character here and kind of praise him for doing his voice actor again. I'm going to switch characters here.
Is it time?
Yeah, I figured we got to that point. I mean, I did. I don't want to spend the whole show in that one mission. So we got other stuff to go other stuff to go over. Let me get tongue-tied there.
My wall of characters here.
I've deleted some actually. Darren, I'm glad you guys can hear us okay. He was talking about the in-game sounds, making sure you guys could hear Zachary Quinto talking there.
I have, in the past, typically turned down our game audio so we can talk more easily over it, which is why I wasn't sure how well you could hear him, or like the voice actor. So...
Oh, yeah, I just saw that too. That is correct, Darren. So Zachary Quinto also played the bad guy, Skylar, from the Heroes TV show.
He became a good guy-ish.
Kind of. Towards the end of the second season. Wrong universe, though. Wrong universe. All right. So that little device. The very first Federation mission, you are given a device called a data recorder. And this little device stays in your inventory unless you get rid of it, and it records all the voices throughout sector space that is done by a couple different characters. The first one is Leonard Nimoy. So this is Spock again. And I don't know if they can hear this or not.
I'm not hearing your audio. That's why I'm worried.
Yes-ish. So you can hear it kind of, Darren?
Well, no, I think that was him talking about Skylar being good, bad.
Okay, so they can't hear the in-game sounds. All right. Well, in that case then, so they did their best to make this
now
NPC here.
They can now. I fixed it.
Redo. All right. Let's redo it.
My friend sacrificed so much to secure peace with the Klingons. I bear the responsibility for the
There might be a little bit of a delay there.
A thought that troubles me to this day.
Might have been a bit loud,
this
too.
alliance would last forever.
There we go.
It did not. The Klingons have chosen war. The Federation
Is that better, guys? Can you hear it now?
Borders and the billions of innocents who call this space home. But I fear that this conflict may be
okay. So there's Spock. There used to be a mission in game where you did some time travel and you ran into the TOS era Enterprise, and instead of having Kirk speak to you, they had Spock speak to you. So there was another thing in the game for a while where you could run into Spock. That mission has since been removed. I am hopeful that at some point in time they will bring it back. It was a fun mission set. You ended up going to the Guardian of Forever, doing some time travel, defeating some Klingons, and then coming back to the present. So having the Guardian of Forever in there was fun too. So hopefully at some point in time we'll get that mission back. But that's it for Spock right now. So he does the startup, and then he's got this little data recorder device where you can listen to his sector space intros anytime you want to. So let's see. Is there another one?
Hidden dangers lurk in space, and the threat of Klingon attack.
There's the Regulus sector.
The most stout-hearted reconsider their choice to travel throughout the stars. A last-ditch effort to find a common ground.
Last-ditch effort.
This conflict.
Yeah.
But there are many who oppose peace.
So that's Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're heading to Deep Space Nine now. Shall I meet you over there?
Is it DS9 or I thought we were Drozana?
Oh, Drozana. You're right. We are going to Drozana. All right, so I'm going to fly to Drozana. Then I don't have a warp over there. You might. You have a fast way to get to Drozana?
It's called I left and directed myself that way before you did.
Oh. Are you there already?
I'm close. Now, knowing you with your fancy-dancy engines will probably catch me and pass me before I get there. Like, look at that. The distance just drop like a rock there, you know.
Just because I go warp 50, I mean, come on now.
Though, inside a ship, all his people are plastered against the wall going, oh, stop! Oh.
No, it's fine. We just run our inertial dampeners at like 200%.
Hit the emergency stop. Make sure you have your helmet on.
Oh, you beat me there anyway. You only beat me by 10 light years, though.
Did you not go to Plaid?
Apparently not. I don't know why. No matter how many times I've seen that movie, that part still makes me laugh. They've gone to Plaid. Maybe it's the delivery. Good movie.
All
right, so this next one is going to be Chase Masterson. Chase Masterson played the character of Lita in Deep Space Nine. And here on Drozana, she reprises the role. Now, this is slightly different because this Lita is only a hologram.
I think there might be a bridge officer. Oh, hey, the dancing Alachi are here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Spin the wheel and win.
Ah, there we go. Got her. Okay. So she, just like her character on Deep Space Nine, she happens to control the Dabo wheels. Now, this same Lita hologram shows up on Deep Space Nine, on Drozana Station, which is where we are at, on Risa, on Nimbus 3, and on the ship interiors of the Ferengi spaceships.
And yes, you can play Dabo. It's a thing in game. Yeah. You bet on gold press platinum. Well, you can do energy credits as well, and you know, you win or lose, just like yeah. So sometimes I just place bets. Why not? But
I'll play around here just to see what happens. Oh, I meant to switch that. I did energy credits. I meant to switch that. So this is a game that has a lot of similarities to a certain real-life game. Oh, hey, I actually got some GPL. What do you know?
There you go. You're 1,500 GPL richer.
Yep, that wasn't too bad. Gold Press Platinum can be used to buy some vanity items in the game. This guy right here will sell some. So, hollow emitters, trophies for your ship, costumes, and hollow emitters for your ship. So for your captain, for your ship. It's all vanity stuff or cosmetic stuff. But still, another currency in the game to personalize things a little bit. All right. So that's Chase Masterson. Now, she also plays another character in STO, but we're not going to go over that today because we're kind of separating this by the year the voice actors were invited to the game. So you will see Chase Masterson again. Okay, so that was in 2010. Now we're going to jump 3 years into the future. So 2011 and 2012, they did not add any voice actors to the game. However, in 2013, they added a couple of big ones. So in 2013, Denise Crosby, who originally played Tasha Yar in the first season of The Next Generation, and then Sela, who is Tasha Yar's daughter, appeared, I think, in the third or fourth season of The Next Gen.
Something
and
like
Denise Crosby played both of those characters. In game, Denise Crosby does the Romulan Republic rank up congratulations. Which on the Federation side, that's something else that Leonard Nimoy does. I forgot to mention. So he does the rank up congratulations, and then the sector block narratives. Sela does the same things for the Romulan characters, Romulan Republic characters. You said you had the device that
I do have. So when you start helping the Romulans find and set up new Romulus, you will get a data receiver that I have here, and it basically you'll get different transmissions from Sela. And boy,
go ahead and play one of those for everybody.
I think I've turned down my in-game sound. It's my in-game audio is. Let's see.
Well,
audio.
you have mine turned on. You want me to do it?
Sure. Go for it. It'll be the same.
I apologize for leaving you without a farewell, but meaningless imprisonment.
So there's Sela, and actually I think they did a pretty good job with her likeness.
The Iconians must be stopped.
Just don't gamble. Yeah, no kidding, right?
About me, I intend to help you defeat them. I owe the Iconians for the months I
actually thought Denise Crosby was always a better Sela than she was Tasha Yar.
I'm sure those are fighting words for some people out there.
I don't know. She always played the character better, I guess. She made a better villain than she did a good guy.
And while Taurus and Hakiv might have been the ones to light the fuse,
so
not that I like Sela, mind you. All right, so there's Denise Crosby. Again, she came into the game in 2013. And the other one that came up was Michael Dorn. And any Star Trek fan is going to know Michael Dorn plays Worf. He played Worf in The Next Generation. He played Worf in DS9. He played Worf in a couple of the movies. One where he gets thrown in some water, I believe. Michael Dorn was brought in to reprise the character of Worf. He does the Klingon Empire welcome message. He does the Klingon Empire rank up messages. And we're going to switch to the Klingon faction real quick and show him off a little bit.
The Klingons. Yes, we have KDF characters. I have a Dahar master.
As do I. All right, let me re-invite you. Team invite.
Boop, 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 boop. Hey, there it is.
Okay, and we're going to pick up the mission. The house always wins.
The idea that one of the
Where is the house? Oh, the house, there it is. Replay.
Let me know when you're ready.
Ah, yes, the lowlands. I clicked accept.
Okay, we're good then. Now we're just going to run this to the point where Worf shows up, and then we will move on to the next thing we want to talk about.
you are. I would.
In the flash, before the night, you heard the call of Stovokor. The warriors sing. Cry out your name. Welcome home. Welcome home. Let not your heart be filled with fear. The spirit soars on honor's wings. Your heart is singing. You found your way. Welcome home. Welcome home.
Now, doesn't that just send chills down
Thank
your
you
spine?
for participating in the ACVO. It is important that we remember our traditions. Together, we have kept away the predators that would take Mithran's body before his spirit was ready to leave for Stovokor. Now he may seek the fellowship of Martok and continue the warrior's journey.
Pardon my interruption, Gintok.
Send an alert to everyone on the estate. I will see to Lady Sorella. Prepare your men. We will not let these dogs catch us by surprise. Here they come. Show
All
them
right,
no mercy.
so we're going to have some ground combat. And then we actually have one more thing we want to show you guys. Can't switch characters in combat though, so...
You desecrated the
Fine, let's finish this combat
More
quicker.
enemies approach.
Yeah, right?
I popped the angel suit.
You shall be on it.
Oh yeah, I could do that too. I almost forgot about that. That's another item that's really good for alts.
Woo, angel suits go.
After everything you have done on behalf of the House of Martok, I ask
So we click and
that
not
you
now
see
and
this
then
campaign to its
swapping out.
conclusion. Now take
Yep, that's fine.
Alexander with-
Let's switch back. Lots of switching in this episode. Sorry, guys. Okay, so that was in 2013. Two new voice actors, Denise Crosby and Michael Dorn. And then in 2014, they actually
So
brought back
many.
several.
So
So
many.
we're going to run alliances. Oops. Would help if I click the right button here. Episodes.
I guess-
Alliances. And it's in the Delta
The
Quadrant.
data from your mission against the Vadwa show.
You need me to share it with you?
I mean, that might be quicker, or I can find it right here in the, haha, I beat you. And then I can just transwarp, click, click.
All right. So, in 2014, the expansion called Delta Rising dropped. This expansion took us back to the places Voyager visited during their 7-year mission. This brought back Jerry Ryan, Tim Russ, Garrett Wang, Robert Picardo, and Ethan Phillips. Now, that is not all of the... Oh, yeah. Team might be nice. I'm going to go ahead and begin, too. That is not all the voice actors that played on Voyager, but it is some of the bigger ones.
I want to say something, but I'll behave. I'll say it after. Remind me after the show about Tim Russ or Tuvok.
Okay. Can do.
Admiral Tuvok.
So we're going to go say hi to Tuvok first.
Seems like we're never going to get you that tour.
I guess I could say this. He's in an adult film. Or partially adult film. Yeah.
So here we go.
Let us begin. While the Kobali and the Benthans have agreed to join our alliance, there are many other races in the Delta Quadrant in a position to help us defeat the Vaadwaur.
So this right here talking is Tuvok, who is played by
7.
Tim
I'd
Russ,
like you to contact
who
the
Grebog was just talking about.
The cooperative should be amenable to our offer. They have as much to lose as we do.
And that's the Jerry Ryan.
Yes. Your experience as
Jerry Ryan, who plays 7 of 9. Remember, there's a delay, so what we see, they're not seeing.
This won't be easy, but I should
yeah,
be
but
able
when
to pull
we
it off.
talk, they'll see,
Captain
like,
Kim,
you know.
We've arranged a meeting for you
Well,
with
that's
the
true,
leaders
I
of
guess.
several Kazon sects.
Because there's a delay for that too, isn't there?
Yeah,
So
our
Garrett
video
Wang-
and audio
You have
are
experience
delayed
with
at the
Hyrule.
same rate, so
I would
yes.
like you to infiltrate one
Yeah,
of their
Garrett
side
Wang
and learn
is
more about how they make
Harry
decisions.
Kim.
Ooh, I have
Robert
several-
And there's
Picardo,
the
the doctor.
Be perfect for this mission.
As for
Ethan
you,
Phillips is
I would
Neelix,
like you to visit the Touré and the
which
Octanti,
he was talking
and then
earlier.
provide support to any of the others who require it.
And hey,
We
there's
need
Katis,
allies to
who's played
turn
by
the
me.
tide of this war. We cannot fail.
Not on my screen.
I know. You
can
had
leave if you
Grebog
return to
on
the
your
transporter
screen.
room. Though
Okay,
there
so
is
now
some
we're going
time
to talk
speak
to
with
everybody
the crew.
individually. So here's
I never
Neelix.
thought I'd be a spokesperson for this alliance myself. And to the Hazari! I guess all my time as a trader and ambassador made Admiral Tuvok think I was the right Talaxian for the job. Knowing that you and your crew have my back is a great relief. The Hazari are tough negotiators.
So that was Ethan Phillips as Neelix. I'm going to talk to the doctor next.
This is going to be interesting. I've never really tested my field intelligence subroutines, but Admiral Tuvok assures me they will perform well. He has been assisting me with the programming, and I've made an extensive study of intelligence and information gathering on my own. I may require you to interact with the hierarchy and make the alliance offer to them. If they think it's the best financial option, they may agree to join us.
Overall, I think they did really well at this. Both, in the voice acting itself and the models, even like they made them look like their characters.
I foresee no problems and should not require your assistance. I will inform you if the situation changes.
7 is as abrupt as ever.
The Kazon are argumentative and difficult. Getting them on our side will be tricky. I'll be negotiating with the leaders of 5 of the clans. While I hope to bring them all on board, I'll be happy if we get 1 or 2. The Rhode Island is a tough ship, but I'd be grateful if you could bring your ship to the negotiations. The Kazon respect a show of force, and your ship might be just the thing we need to sway them to our side.
And then Tim
The
Russ
Touré
again.
and the Octanti have worked with us in the past. You should not find it difficult to make a convincing case for a renewed alliance.
All right, guys. So this was Delta Rising. This is about the halfway point in the mission arc for Delta Rising. As mentioned, the Vaadwaur are the big enemies here, and the Voyagers have come back together in order to build a Delta Quadrant alliance to face off against the Vaadwaur. This mission is a lot of fun to play through. You get to spend some time with each Voyager character building the alliance of their assigned races. Some have more luck than others, and then there's a big space battle at the end. This will probably be a mission arc that Grebog and I will revisit at some time, so that you guys can see it in its entirety. Like I said, it's just a fun mission, and it's fun to spend time with these characters. All of them jumped right back in character, as if the show never ended. Seven is still abrupt, intelligent. Neelix is optimistic and fun-loving. Tuvok is ever logical. And Harry Kim, as captain now, has grown up quite a bit from his Voyager days, but you can still see that young ensign in his voice and his mannerisms. They just did a really good job. And the Doctor, Robert Picardo is the Doctor. I believe he made a comment once that he found the character very fun to play, very rewarding, and you can see that in all his appearances. There's talk about him maybe showing up in Star Trek Picard. That would be really neat too. So at some point in time, we may see him in the show again. All right, are we going to do our special treat, or are we going to run some more of this mission, Grebog?
I mean, that's up to you. I kind of do want to end, especially with that location, because, you know.
Shall we run just a little bit more of this then, and
sure,
then end on that note? And we're still going to split up, right?
Yes.
Do you want to go planet side or space station?
Since I know probably better the space station, I'll take that one.
Okay. See if you can fix my oops.
Fix your oops?
Yeah, since I didn't know there was a certain voice actor in that startup, would you kindly mention him?
In the startup? What am I missing?
Remember I said with Nog? I didn't know Nog was in there.
Sure, you know, Nog. Nog actually appears quite often in the Delta stuff too, so, and DS9 stuff.
Well, yeah, and he actually has a big role in the war with the Iconians too.
Yeah, so
that's close enough. This we don't ver.
What is the meaning of
There's the Turai. We've spoken about them before. They're allied with the Both. Oh, but look, now we have friends.
I'm remembering why I turned down your audio.
I got mine turned down.
No. Why I turned down your stream's audio while we were doing this, because that was getting a bit loud for my ears. I don't know how it was for. Oh God. Evasive.
Yeah, that's not a place. That's not a fun place to be. My shields are down too.
But, yeah, it's fine.
I will say, we have not highlighted the Vaudoir in any of our enemies yet. I may hit them here relatively soon. The Vaudoir are a tough enemy. Well, they're one of the toughest enemies that we fought in STO.
2 groups here. I'm going to help this pack in the back. I am a little tired, Darren. I don't know why. I sleep like 3 hours a night. It's all good. I got stuff to do, you know?
Like a show to put on.
It's always something. Oh, there's more coming in.
Yeah, I'm still fighting this group back here. They keep hitting me with these ranged attacks. I don't like it.
I really don't like their mine thing. That's annoying. You know we're in space, so pretty much everything's ranged attacks. It's not like they're gonna come up and melee you.
Well, they're not Klingons, all right?
I mean, I guess they could ramming speed.
They could. Hopefully not.
So, a trick with this enemy is to have evasive maneuvers handy whenever you see their blue minefield start popping up all around you and trying to kill you. Otherwise you could die. And I mean, you know, I only say that from experience. Yeah, brace for impact is a great ability as well if you don't have the evasive maneuvers ready. But, you know.
As soon as we're done with this little combat here, we should probably switch over. Or not switch over, but leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, we're supposed to be defending... Oh, wait, convince now. So we convince with force? Yeah, I don't care. Just join us.
I was trying to be diplomatic there.
Oops. I was being tired.
Okay. So, I'm going to hit not now.
Oh. Okay, vote for not now.
And then I'm going to warp out. Okay, so you head to your spot, I'll head to mine, and we'll do our last little bit here. Hopefully our viewers will appreciate this.
Hey, the Voth aren't as bad as Vodwar. Let's see, I can fast travel there with my handy dandy. Where's Soul? Can I read?
Yeah.
I'm tired, see?
You're going to get back a lot faster than me too.
Well, I just have to transwarp to Soul.
Yeah, so you head that way, and I'll get to mine, and you can do your part, and then I'll do mine. Mine's going to take, even with my super fast warp drive, that's going to take me a little bit longer to get there.
Well, you can go to Soul, then pop out and go to the planet.
I'm just going to the Dyson Sphere. It'll be fine.
Are we going to the wrong spot? Am I going to the wrong spot?
No. You're right.
Okay. See, I'm tired, and you got me questioning. But, it's fine. So, a little-known spot. Here, I will switch the screen to look at me. There we go. A little-known spot is up above on another deck. So, I'm going to go up there now.
I'll flat out tell them I didn't know that was there, guys.
So you're technically already on deck 47. That is where the main place you beam in and do all your stuff. But you want to go up to the mezzanine. And up here, they have, I wouldn't say hidden. It's been here for a long time. I don't know that a lot of people know this exists. But it is a very nice memorial. It scrolls with a lot of the main people and their names of those that have passed in one way or another. And you can also, if you read the memorial plaque, they go into, let me put this, I know it's covering the main memorial, but they go into so much information in detail, some quotes on all the various people that have played a part in Star Trek. And some of this goes down to the level, if I continue, you will start seeing actor, directors, producers, editors, sound mixers. I mean, you have, if they have played a part in Star Trek in one way or another, they are being remembered here at the this nice, I call it a monolith. because it's kind of like that black monolith style or obelisk style memorial. But they continually add anytime anyone that has played a part in Star Trek to the list to kind of, yeah, like I said, play tribute to those that have helped move the story forward in one way or another.
Most particularly, the actors who played characters are in there. And today, since we mentioned Leonard Nimoy, we're going to show you his memorial both there on ESD and where I'm at. So I'll let you do yours first, and then we'll mention Nog as well.
So yeah, you can see Leonard Nimoy is here. Do they have it so you can click? No, you don't have to click and hear their voice. Now that would be a cool feature if they added, if they could click and play a sound bite, but it's fine.
Ooh, I might shoot an email to them and suggest that.
But the main scroll here, like you see DeForest Kelley, James Doohan, Anton Yelchin, one of the more recent. Obviously, here's Leonard Nimoy and Gene Roddenberry. So here, let me switch the screen over to you so you can show them what you've found or are doing. Maybe not found.
Well, Leonard Nimoy died, unfortunately, in 2013. As mentioned, he played Spock from... I'm sorry, he died in 2015. He played Spock from 1966 to 2013. And then he also made appearances in the JJ verse. And then he passed away in February 27th in 2015. His cause of death was COPD complications, which is a very common illness. Unfortunately, it does take a lot of lives. When he passed, however, STO created this memorial in his image. It shows the Vulcan symbol sitting behind Spock's likeness in a statue, and the bottom here says "Live long and prosper." And as we all know, that was something that Spock liked to say. Peace and long life, and live long and prosper. So I thought that was a nice touching thing that they did. So far as I know, this is the only memorial outside of ESD for any of the characters who have passed. But again, kind of a nice touch that they did. All right, show him Nog's bit on there.
Nog's bit? Where am I showing?
On the memorial. You did Leonard Nimoy, but since we ran something with Nog,
let's see.
So that was Aaron Eisenberg was the actor who played Nog, and he's up there in that memorial on ESD as well.
Yeah, Aaron Eisenberg. He has, like I said, every person has a quote in here. His was, "May this year be everything you want it to be. Everything that you want for your life begins each day, and I truly hope all of you have an amazing year. Make it what you want to be. Rule of acquisition number 267. Wish not so much to live long, but to live well. I have lived long and I have lived well, and that is my wish for all of you. Hashtag play a Ferengi."
That was a good one. I missed it. Did you read Spock's?
No. Leonard Nimoy's "A life is like a garden. Perfect moments can be had, but not preserved, except in memory. LLAP, or live long and prosper."
So going forward with these segments here, we're going to, again, go year by year to celebrate the guest stars that they've brought into the game or possibly bring in future years. And we will visit any memorials that are in game for those voice actors that have passed. There are some other big ones coming up. I know, like James Doohan, Although his voice is not in the game, his son has played that role for him. And there's some others as well. So we will visit those in future segments. Next week, however, we are doing something a little different next week. We are going to have a group of friends in-game, and we are going to go visit some of the battle zones in-game, possibly both space and ground, and kind of show you guys how to complete those, and what it takes to come out on top and win those battle zones. I wrote battlegrounds down, so that's what I keep trying to say. But in-game, they're battle zones. So next week, a call to arms, battlegrounds.
So, I was going to show them the express elevator from up here.
Go for it.
Apparently, you don't take that much falling damage while on ESD. But there is that.
The first time I jumped off of that, it was like, that's it? Really?
Yeah.
If I jumped from that high in WoW, I'd be splattered on the pavement.
You can fall to your death in this game. I've done it. So
maybe
it's
ESD
just ESD is special.
Maybe they have like anti-grav plating or something specifically for that reason. Well, and ESD has changed. I know on the original ESD, especially when they made the cations, which jump extra high, it was kind of a challenge to see just how high up you could climb in the ESD. When they remodeled the ESD, that was no longer really a thing. So maybe that's why, Grebog.
Maybe. But you can see it once you know where to look for this the memorial. You can see it when you are down below just by looking up. You just take one of the turbo lifts to the mezzanine, and you can get there.
Heathenly, I play a demon hunter. That's one of my mains. I also like monks because if you're in an area where you can fly as monks, you can summon your little cloud, and that's an instant cast. So like even if you're flying and you get knocked off your mount or whatever, you can poof that cloud and it will stop. And then you can actually get back on your mount from the cloud. So that's fun too. But yeah, the wings on the demon hunters is kind of a fun thing, especially since there's no limit to how far you can glide. But different game, different universe. So guys, as always, I am going to leave you with what Q tells Picard at the end of all good things. See you out there.
Live long and prosper.